Hello and welcome to another episode of Jaws 19. If you like today's video, don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe down below. Now, the London Underground is a great location for your film. It's got winding tunnels, fast-moving trains and huge crowds. And it's also great if you want to get your characters across London without having to film a 2-hour sequence of them stuck in traffic. So, mind the gap and let's get on with the video. The first film I want to talk about is the cult classic V for Vendetta, adapted from Alan Moore's graphic novel. Now, when our hero V is killed towards the end, his body is placed on a disused tube train which is packed to the ceiling with explosives. The train is then sent hurtling into the House of Parliament, which brings down the building and hopefully the government with it. In this scene from Skyfall, we see Daniel Craig's James Bond in pursuit of Mr. Silver, played by Javier Bardem with one of his traditional strange hairstyles. After leaping onto a moving train, James Bond pursues Silver through the carriages until they spot each other and Silver makes a break for it. There's an excellent chase through the corridors and then a wonderful double sliding descent down the escalator. Silver falls flat on his face, whereas Bond lands gracefully and hits the ground running. Superman 4 was Canon Films' super cheap entry into a flagging franchise. They couldn't shoot in New York due to the costs, so they used Milton Keynes as a substitute. They dressed the town with fake fire hydrants and fake posters and fake signs. They used a shopping centre as an art gallery and the entrance to the train station as the United Nations building. Now, when Superman has to rescue a subway train that's run away due to the driver falling ill, they actually just again slap stickers and posters over a London Underground train to fool us into believing that they're actually in America. Now, although I find this film particularly boring and tedious, and perhaps one of the weakest in the MCU, I had to include the scene from Thor: The Dark World. Don't ask me how I feel about Ragnarok. There is a certain pleasure to be had from seeing a huge caped god hanging from the handles on a commuter train like every other traveller. What makes this scene particularly stupid is the journey he actually takes. Greenwich is not 3 stops from Charing Cross. John Landis's near-perfect horror comedy An American Werewolf in London has always been one of my favourite films. Following David's breathtaking transformation from man to beast, he heads underground to look for a snack. A businessman hears growls coming from the tunnel and runs away for his life. The wolf pursues him through the corridors and finally catches up with his snack as he falls onto the escalator. Thanks for watching this episode of Jaws 19. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe by pressing the big red button down below. Come and see me on Twitter @Jaws19show, and I'll see you on the next one.